while Adam only just now ticked over to level 2. We kind of look at all this XP being shared. TP now comes into the bot side of the map.
Pull it out. Mundo goes where he pleases, drops on the ground. That's denied. That means CC can now hit him as Broken Blade walks up the top wave. He's thinking, what can I do? But slice and dice in between, and the auto attack still connect. He dies for it as meanwhile on the bottom side. There's a trade for Adam. Yike flashes away. Han Summer takes another turret shot. It is better for BDS through bot, and Adam getting one there at least means an advantage.
Broken Blade didn't even get any of that experience off of trying to get to the tower thanks to a nice knockup, but now he's TP back. But the tower shots are brutal against BDS, and that might just caught him out there.
What's happening? I mean, the Arcane shifts away, still has the summoners up and available. I guess the one plus
with the fact that Yike is one of the recipients of a lot of the lead that G2 generated, because he got his camps on the top side, then got to go and take some of those camps on the bottom lane that Sheo had to abandon because of Mickey. So he's got an experienced lead and now wants to lean that into bot lane.
And now with the damage in bot lane as well, makes it easy to get this engaged. Labrov has his summoners available, but how are they going to pop it here? Good route from Yike. The cleanse comes out as Mickey jumps in for another dredge line. Part 2 is even better for Ice. He gets the return kills. Mickey goes too far.
Now, Mickey's
It's a little bit more difficult to operate in that stall because maybe Adam just gets too tanky to kill, but right now he's not. And Yike realizes that.
It comes back to your point. Let's try and escalate once again. Underneath turret, there's Dominus popped immediately. Root down because the passive is down, and Broken Blade gets the kills. He pops Adam right into the ground.
a very clean dive, and G2 finally finding some success in some of these early plays.
Yeah.
It's going to set up this Renekton beautifully and kind of further exacerbate the experience difference that was already there a little bit, but is now going to be a full level gap between the two.
Dagda asks, and they shall receive.
Straight back out onto the map. Very nice farm from him, 122 CS, 11 minutes in. But here comes Yike, and here comes Sheo.
Oh, Dredgeline does connect though, and TP is going to be coming down from Adam. The arrow to commit onto the jungle, but they haven't killed him yet. As he flashes away, BDS re-engage on the summonerless Han Summer. Man, he's been calling Han's mama after getting taken down as BDS commit all, and they want more gold to speed it up.
Really good play from BDS. They knew Adam had TP advantage, but now Adam needs to get out from underneath the tower. Should be able to do so. But it will leave Broken Blade with that alone time in the tower to take that one for himself.
We've just been seeing throughout this early game that Ezreal, Maokai, and Rakan just have a stronger 3v3.
Yeah.
And then that was only further reinforced the moment that Adam joined the fray.
The turret's going to go down.
It's very clear that their priority is just securing this turret, but also I think that G2 don't seem to like it when Han Summer is put behind. And so the moment that they see all this pressure being thrown towards him, they said, you know what, let's leverage our strength. Let's bring Broken Blade from the top side of the map, make sure that we unlock this bot tower. Sure, we'll sacrifice the grubs, but we'll set ourselves up for the next dragon as well. The dragon. BDS, with the health that they had, I thought that they'd be more confident in actually going for the contest, but I guess because they used so many ults in the exchange, with so much of their utility gone, they said, you know what, we'll concede it.
This solid player who overfarms his mid laner and gets ahead individually, uses that in team fights later. Here in this game,
But here, both teams with very similar compositions. In terms of their execution, there is degrees of difference. Now Mickey, one in danger.
Again, once more, deep into the breach as Sheo just keeps him there, spaces him. Labrov helps out, but here's Han Summer to the rescue. 80 carry, please save me, but I'm not sure he can. Mickey flashes away while Adam chases him down, and as he gets a kill, Broken Blade, yeah, he's bullying Nuke on the backside, but he can't finish off the play. He's now outranged as for G2. This has got a little bit sketchy. They've lost their engaged support, and Broken Blade's gotten low.
Yeah, they need to be careful not overextending on the play because Hansama still has that Ash ult, so they can turn very quickly and set up for it. Broken Blade now trying to draw them down to bot lane off of this mid lane turret, but Yike here to support.
Yike leveraging Daisy to apply this in the near future, but Nuke and Ice are about to fully stack those tiers, and that's going to be a huge spike for BDS with their front line as well.
Oh, as Labrov is walking in the fog of war, and we might pause that thought. A pick out here on the Rakan, but the quickness gives him space. He turns it into an engage, and for Labrov getting out with the depth charge on his head, he survives, and now G2 are in so much trouble as Adam starts running down and cleaving the ground. Yike flashes around, and now Ice is coming for him. Han Summer gets off on the back line, and that's going to be the start of Baron.
Look at how strong this front line is from BDS. G2 just don't have the damage yet, and with the member down, BDS feel confident to start off the Baron.
They had no TP on Broken Blade, as Hysterics was saying, so BDS bring on Adam, and now Labrov off on the side, has no flash, we can look for a potential engage, but Baron is gone.
Yike with no redemption either makes it that much harder. Broken Blade just tries to get something mid as Herald charge is still going to come through, but G2 might even lose Mickey here after that said charge. Was it worth it, my son? We'll have to find out in the long run. Ice with another kill, and Herald will just drop here, but Baron over to BDS is a big game swing.
But now those map advantages that G2 had don't really mean much. It's ultimately just a lot of standing gold for BDS to go and grab with the Baron at their backs. G2...
Relatively high chance that this was just going to turn into a numbers advantage for BDS, especially with Baron spawning. But now again, G2 first at the objective.
And I mean, even the True Shot Barrage to start off this objective as Mickey goes in, but I don't know if he's going to get out this time. What do I mean this time? He's never getting out of these fights. Ice with a 4th kill opens up the show, and BDS in this series look like they're ready to go. Dragon might even be theirs too, as G2 have to back away because Adam's also pushing mid.
Adam is pushing mid, which means that G2 might spot that it could be a potential for 4v4 with that big tank out of the way. But now Adam just going to shove in. He'll back it up as LeBron is going to escort him out. And Dragon will go to BDS.
The beauty of what BDS are doing is that they don't really need to do anything. They've just allowed G2 to be the ones to make the plays, and they've punished them with just a very straightforward and easy to execute composition. Oh, you want to start a fight? Adam will TP in. You want to engage in us? Maokai has the ultimate. Oh, your AD carry who doesn't have flash? Well, we have Rakan who can easily dive into the backline. And at no point have we ever really seen Nuka Ice under any threat in this game.
But the funny thing is, that's what G2 used to do to BDS. Hey, like, what are you going to do about it? You are the ones making mistakes.
And have come into that said mid game that G2 always thrived in and pummeled them quite easy.
Side lanes, and it's kind of G2 taught them these lessons whether they wanted to or not. We now get to feel the wrath of this as BDS set up on mid. This is a great ultimate opportunity for Shale if he looks for it.
And an ultimate opportunity for Ice as well, as he keeps showing as he does the damage to poke them down and threaten. Now with that Baron, they weren't able to break into tier 2s and through mid, but that pauses now because Shea has to ult and flash away. So for G2, there's comeback potential with Broken Blade flashing in and a late TP from Nuke, but the jungler's already dead. Lebrov, his angle no longer exists because G2 have numbers in his face. Now running up is Broken Blade yet again, but G2 with their pick. Nothing up on the map apart from turrets here to get them in the lead.
Trying to do the same because they see Broken Blade on the side. They're grouped as multiple members, and now they get the mid lane tower. So a huge amount of this game so far has been a case of...
Now they can move off towards sides to push out these waves if they need to. Or maybe they just want to threaten the Baron itself.
Yeah, G2 kind of getting out of that danger zone.
Ice damage is big, and Mickey, as he runs on in, is about to find out the cleaver of Adam and what it can do as well. Locked on down, Adam cares not. Lebrov gets him right into the engage. Again, the arrow will mean nothing as Show gets the ulti, but Lebrov this time will be taken down. Broken Blade thinks about the angle as Adam is just getting targeted as well, but it's still neck and neck. Their health bar's better for BDS, but G2 have more members.
Always likely to get back out, and Lebrov got caught there, and BDS still technically win the fight from a health bar point of view, so they get the Dragon, but you do get that vision, forcing G2 back. Get to start up the Baron, but it's spotted.
All while that was happening, Nuke was pushing in the bot wave. He gets level 18, he can go back to base, TP in, and now they have the numbers advantage with Caps and bot.
Rob.
Remember, Mickey's by himself. Han Sama walking in as well. This could be a trap. Lebrov with the quickness as well finds the engage on the perfect target. Just like that, the dirt is gone. A quick double for our level 18 superstar, and BDS with yet another Baron make G2 ahead, whether it's 10, 15, 20 CS. Having the bounty on his head as well. He's at 350 CS at 31 minutes as well. He may as well be the extra cap.
Really well orchestrated there by LeBron.
Honestly, I kind of expected Hans to react. I was a little surprised that he didn't. In any case, we find BDS down the bot side of the map, setting their sights on G2's base.
Oh, it is a flank. This is the last hurrah for G2 because they've already lost Mickey, or should I say about to, as Adam runs in from the side. Broken Blade now spotted out by the deep waters. Lebrov zones out. The arrow hits backline into Ice, but he's unperturbed. He's fine, everyone. With the Baron as well, he's leading the minions in. This ant is marching hard. Ice is now running forward yet again. Hitting the Qs is child's play for this man who has made a very different BDS this year and is making a very easy BDS for game number 1.
This looks spectacular for BDS. The poke is real. The damage is sticking. G2 are collapsing.
But again, the quickness rolls on in, and the BDS fans may be surprised that they start so strong. We're hyping up the G2 head-to-head. We're hyping up G2 in yet another challenging spot. But BDS are the ones that shine as they're looking to end here.
They certainly are. BDS from start to finish have found advantage after advantage. And now they're looking to secure game 1 against G2.
With an easy comp, with back to front, that's my BDS we remember. And with such easy gameplay, they take down the behemoths of G2.
Well, it's actually giving BDS control of the bot side of the map.
Shattering strike for Mickey. He has to disengage, and You know, while you're talking about bot as well, don't forget, because of the passive of Ash, you kind of get more guaranteed setups for Ws as well. Harder to move.
G2 are just baiting them in, though. Yike is in the bottom side.
Shattering Strike, there's a cleanse as well, but the remount gets Ice up as we get the knock up. It's still going to be first blood over to Ice. He flashes and he gets out. Those 2 minions won't be enough with their range autos as LeBron is like, I will kill you, Hans, as Caps in mid lane's going to die as well. G2, it's a melting pot, and the ingredient is top tier BDS.
A BDS just catching them out. Ice doesn't fall to the queue from Yike. But G2, they were trying to set up a bait on that bottom side, burn a bunch of spells from BDS, but now Hans, he stepped up.
He has indeed. There's a flash from Sheo. They're not going to commit. He's going back to his turret. Does this turn into a dive? Sheo over the wall could be it as Mickey's now here, but they pull it off anyway. Ice runs in, but it won't be a kill. Meanwhile, Ice ran into the Brand. A bit of a whoopsie here from the 80 carried, but it is a one-for-one trade.
Finds himself with an early start.
And I think, again, we're talking about him because of how reliable he is. Once again, as Adam going to get pulled back in. Hang on, Broken Blade might have something here, but Ice has already moved on up. The 80 carried is slowed down as Adam flashes away. The wave is in the way.
Oh!
BB flashes and gets nothing for it. A harpoon to the face. And I think Broken Blade's mind is also broken.
It's a misplay.
For the Void Grubs that are about to spawn in 20 seconds. Leaving Lebrov down on the bot side, though, was a great extra because it meant that Adam now ticks over towards level 6 very soon, so it's harder to punish, but Ice...
Is it a bait? I mean, the dunk's going to come through. There's good damage. One more auto would seal the deal, but Broken Blade has to get in range. Sheo's not going to let him. And look, Lebrov is here as well. Permafrost, knock up. Ice's autos. He's staying just out of range so he can do some damage. He baits him back in, but Ice will not give it over. A volley might even get the kill here as it's just out of range with Mickey now coming on in. The World Ender pulled on in as Ice eventually will he die? No! Guardian Lebrov, they're chasing down Mickey as well. G2, what has happened in the break? They are getting absolutely map-diffed by BDS.
The champions of Europe are falling to the heroes of BDS as Ice and Lebrov run rings. Damage in game 1.
It's also really interesting to see the way BDS are playing around him this game because they've been leaving him as these like solo moments to get the experience. Now Shale wants to dive Hans Sama.
I mean, I want to know if Hans is dead, but Ice is just taking turret aggro. There's a bit of a whoopsie here as the Brand ulti spreads and Hans gets a bit of a kill. Sheo now in a bit of trouble as well as his flash is almost back up and available, but it won't be there in time. A double over to Hans is a bit of a comeback from G2. While the World Ender in the top lane is Adam dodging the sweet spot, but all of them is a question mark as he tries to turn it around.
They hit that first item spike. It was difficult to compare that to the double Trinity Force spike that BDS had for themselves. On the inverse, you can see that these damage items from G2 are going to be crucial in that mid game, and they should have an advantage over BDS if they can find those fights.
Depends on ISO for now, making it rain as Shattering Strike sets up for the follow down, but Mickey's going to get turned on and just dies? No! The shield comes through and Ice has to cleanse to get out of range. Shield also burned by Lebrov as Hans Sama might not be out of the woods yet. We're getting Gleaming Quill, a bait in. Lebrov is just dead! He was trying to bait for Sheo to come in, but Hans Sama just takes him down.
Ice trying to push in that bottom side, doesn't have ultimate available just yet, but trying to get control over the wave states so then he can move over towards this dragon pit as Adam looks onto Broken Blade.
Wait, equalized there as well. Broken Blade has to ulti too, but it's a flash to commit. Electro Harpoon for the slow. He's about to overheat, but he wants that auto attack damage. Another Electro Harpoon would set him off, but Caps is now teleported in. That's not fair. The ulti comes through. He tries to burn him alive. It's great damage, but not enough. Teleport committed for the kill on top side, while BDS are like, we got to do Dragon now.
And it's a good move from G2 because Broken Blade's TP wasn't going to be up
so much. We know over in the LPL she is a very high priority pick, and Europe respected in the same way. Hans having a great play.
Angles there, blocked by Mickey though, but the equalizer is perfect. Mickey flashes away, but Nuke burns him down immediately. The burst unreal, and BDS with a quick pick.
A good collapse from BDS gives them control. G2 with control around the objective. Kind of in their forte this time around. Broken Blade sitting on a ward. He doesn't know this. He thinks that BDS aren't familiar with his game, but they very much are. Ash Arrow.
Like playing Where's Wally, but you know where he is the whole time. You're just playing for your son. For the meantime, Broken Blade gets stunned up and Ice tries to turn it around. There's a good quickness though, and Ice ends up getting the kill. That was a nice bait as first turret goes down.
I don't think they wanted to invest the quickness, but they kind of saw how much damage was going onto Ice, and they were like, maybe we don't risk this. So Broken Blade will be collapsed on once more. Adam now alone in the top lane probably will equalize the wave, and the cleanse was still down, so that could have been it. That could have been the moment that BDS needed, but swing and a miss, and now G2 will get the last outer turn on the bot side as BDS try to cut off Caps, but there's just no way that they can do it.
LeBron doesn't want to take the pick. Instead, Caps just goes over the wall.
Wave. With the fact that they have that pushing wave in bot as well. Yeah, BDS, I mean, they don't have the Sejuani ultimate. One of their key engages, they said that it's not worth trying to force the fight. They'll just take the flash away from Hansama. Second Dragon secured.
It was that initial play on towards the top side, the one where they traded for Dragon that really set up Caps for that big lead, and now he just gets to reap the benefits as G2 bully their way.
Have to deal with Hansama, no flash, remember.
That pick again, the arrow connects. The cleanse is available though, but used again as the quickness locks him down. They need to commit, and they full do. Shut down over to Nuke as they turn it over to Mickey. He went in deep after his 80 carry dropped on down, but now with Caps here in full lightning.
They're overcommitting members towards the top side of the map to start threatening that tier 1 tower to kind of open up that side. It's good control, patient play, what you're supposed to do. But meanwhile, mid is being pushed in. That bot jungle is completely denied of all vision.
You can see TP even committed towards mid lane. Caps gets back to the wave, and BDS are coming late to the show.
But Caps just wants to keep the mid-wave turret down, and because he's got Runins, great, he's done it. Now G2 might actually look for the fight after, but they're just going to try and force BDS back.
Okay, we will take control of this Baron, and they can use it to start a fight knowing that they have an ult advantage.
And Nuke is on the bottom side. They want to get his teleport out, so BDS, what are you going to do?
And look at where Mickey is as well. Hex flash the wrong way. Doesn't want to commit just yet. He's spotted out by a wall, but Baron's already started up. At 5k, it's going down fast. It burns as BDS put this game 2 on the line. Caps ulti out as well. He starts firing as Mickey gets burnt down, though. The health bar's not great until they turn it with Hansama's ulti. Broken Blade is unleashed and flapping his wings at Sheo. Caps unleashes as he gets too low to continue on. Nuke is still a threat. Baron is stopped. The game comes in. Start venting to me. What are the problems here as BDS look for an angle?
Well, my support has left me from my jungle, so now Mickey's going to die.
So maybe we need to talk about that in a later session. Mickey runs away. The arrow hits on Yike, by the way. It's down with the equalizer as they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink into G2. Hansama flashes away while LeBron goes full commit. Quickness there, but minions in the way. Adam gets poked on the way out too, and BDS have used some tools here while Hansama starts healing up.
But Caps is still going in that top side, so BDS, they need to try and start up this objective, but it's a second Dragon. For an inhibitor turret? I take that every day of the week as G2.
I'm scared because Broken Blade's on a flank as well with everything up and available. He won't be spotted out. He gets zoned out until the Ward and Dragon going down while Caps, as you said, is getting the top lane turret. Dragon does indeed get denied by BDS for this.
Once again finds himself in a side lane.
Does he win this 1v1?
I think he does.
Okay, well, we're about to find out because Caps is going to take it. You know that he's coming over the wall. Here's a lightning surge. Nuke gets out of the way, but Caps starts chasing, but out of range until he flashes the arrow.
Oh, no way!
The arrow from downtown! Vanilla Ice gives a shutdown over to Nuke, where Broken Blade takes one in response, but now he's in the middle of the whole of BDS. This guy, as an addition to the LEC, was insane by BDS, but now the Baron for the cost. G2 are quick with the fingers too.
And they have to finish it off, and they'll be able to take it. BDS weren't able to get a position, so it's 2 kills for 1. But how much can BDS get off the back of this? These backs are going to be stopped by Lebrov, so BDS can keep pushing.
I question whether BDS needed all 5 members on the boss side of the map. Even if they...
So making it impossible for BDS to really punish them. They are getting control over the jungle, though, which is going to dissuade a lot of that G2 pressure. As it goes Lebrov!
He's still thinking about it. Quickness is there, remember. He has everything up and available, but Caps gets over the wall, not far enough! He doesn't get to play Subway Surfers in game 2.
And it's Lebrov who constantly has the right...
Here.
20 seconds on Caps. He has the TP available. This is a choke point for G2. A Rumble ultimate.
But wait, Lebrov can just fire back the equalizer. Beautiful, but Broken Blade fires first. I mean, the problem is he hasn't died just yet. The poke needs to come through and finish the job as G2 are getting low. Adam flashes forward. The Electro Harpoon not connecting as he goes golden. BDS haven't got the commitment just yet as Mickey stuns him in place, but it's messy. The arrow in the backfire as G2 collapsed. BDS came in today ready to pack their clothes, their shoes, their boats, their motorcycles, and go to Munich.
Forced the 4v5. They could have just stalled, waited for Caps to respawn. There was 10 seconds left on that timer the moment that they started that fight, but it was over for it. The foundation of BDS, they've been called a gatekeeper for a reason. Their fundamentals are solid, and if you make too many mistakes, they'll punish.
They could be the gatekeepers behind G2 top 3, but Mickey
goes in. Storm in, but it's on the engage tools who can take it up. The equalizer is a counter engage as the arrow flies through yet again. Mickey at half HP, and Broken Blade's here to shine. Sheo flashes away, but Lebrov in the backline gets quickness, and Caps gets out though. That E over the wall saves his life. No summoner needed to be burned, and BDS, the tools are down again.
Let's track once again the things that were used. Every single ultimate is gone from the side of BDS, but they have the health advantage.
Ward,
G2 still have Zeri's ultimate. They still have Hans's ultimate, crucially.
Waiting to see if G2 can fight back. We've criticized them, we've looked at their gameplay, but BDS are now in front of the Baron. Yike is looking for a steal, but they won't give it to him. Great poke that comes through from Nuke, and they turn back and they take the purple worm. Another road built up inch by inch in game 2 again.
Look at Ice's ultimate though. This Ashe cooldown is so low. Caps tries to go in, but Ice can turn soon. That's the ultimate available now for the Ashe.
Mickey doesn't have flash available, so he can't make that distance. BDS move up to the top side. They've got Baron enhanced recalls. Mickey wants to stop this by himself, but Mickey will get turned and burned and everything in between. Ice gets the kill. Now Caps runs up, but he knows he can't stick around.
The ults are coming back off cooldown, so BDS are going to start to chase Shaos. Now just off cooldown.
Blood in the water. Caps is going to have to get himself a QSS. Thank you dearly, he says, but now that item is down.
And Adam still pushing in mid. They can continue this pressure across the map because they're forcing G2 back. They overextend. Broken Blade. Where are you going?
Oh my god, he sidesteps so, but he's still going to get pulled back. Equalizer still goes down, but Adam is down. Broken Blade gets some golden. Yike gets Redemption down a little bit lower. It's a pick for G2, but it won't stop BDS from the top side.
It's chaos right now. BDS wanted to reset after the Baron, but after finding that pick on it, begins once more. Bot wave being pushed in by Broken Blade. No TP available for him. And we calm down as we set up for the ensuing fight.
Because Baron is still running while this Dragon Soul is going to be up as well. But the engage starts with Mickey, but again, it's on the front line until Ice dies in the mix of it as well. BDS have found their way back as they look for Broken Blade here in the front to back, plays it out. Nuke is still alive, but the health bars are shattered. And with Ice down, that's a big tool that BDS have been relying on.
And now 30 seconds until you can get that Dragon up, but LeBron can look for the reset, come back into the fight, but BB down, Mickey down, you have no engage. This is a very squishy comp for G2.
Boy, doesn't have a Warmogs, but he's still healing up. Yike flashes in though, and he lands everything! Yike gets turned on still though. Nuke doesn't die, the Redemption helps out again. How does Nuke not die? As Caps is burnt down, and now Adam is looking for the Electro Harpoon. He doesn't land it, but Dragon's up in 10 seconds as Caps! A crucial mistake! The legend of the mid lane has blundered in front of BDS.
And BDS have the man advantage. The Soul is in front of them. Only Hans is alive, with Mickey making his way back out on the map. But they don't have the resources. They don't have the manpower to fight this. A situation that should have gone so well for G2. BDS find the outplay, and they will secure the Soul.
No way.
Hansama is stunned up in place. He doesn't have Merc Trades. He's dead. Ice is going to slow him down at the very least. He doesn't want to take the 1v1 or lose the GA, but Hans being delayed here is massive for the game. The W slow, Nuke's here, Hans dies, and his death timer is desynced with the rest of G2.
A nice stun is going to connect from Yike, but it's not enough as BDS find themselves on the siege.
The Gatekeepers want to become the Kingmakers as they go for Caps.
QSS down again. Shao just pops the ulti, gets the item. Easy done deal. We shake on it, and BDS open up the base. Mid is now in tatters as bot is going to be the same, and BDS could it be the 2-0 start? No one expected it. Everyone said they're underdogs, but G2 are getting pummeled.
They certainly are. BDS, they have the Souls, they have GAs. They're looking to secure their second inhibitor, and it is G2 that is crumbling.
Now, don't let me be disingenuous. A pummel is not the right word, but you know that BDS at this point now is starting to do it with all the tools that my gents here talked about. Ocean Soul keeps them nice and healthy as the bottom inhibitor's broken. Mid, the same. G2 are now playing on the defensive here as BDS aren't done with their siege. Arrow flies through. There's Equalizer as well. Broken Blade gets out though. Redemption shows it might be a bit too deep here. Also with Yike sending out the ulti, BDS disengage.
But again, it's that non-committal engage. Just fish for a play. Did it work out?
Mid laner. No. G2 walk up and try and clear the wave again.
No pressure on G2 on the map, so they can continue to put pressure onto BDS instead. Rob hovering just off the wave. It goes wide.
Shadow doesn't connect, so BDS one tool down, but the cooldown at this point in the game won't be long. They try to buy more time as that bottom wave is slowly channeling in. G2 though get Equalizer, they get arrowed. Hansama cleanses the wave, but Caps is destroyed. Lebrov full commit, he charms everyone, while Ice now just starts free firing. He cleanses the wave, but his volley finishes off Yike. BDS came in today ready to play, and G2 are caught off guard.
They were not strong enough to handle the weight of BDS. This team continues to find the fights. They will get the better, and they're going to go 2-0 up in the series.
They managed to catch out G2 over and over, punish those mistakes. Now G2 try to hold on to their turrets, but they're being forced back.
Hunsum is so low, the full engage is there though. G2 finally gets something good as BDS are still left with 3 and with an Ocean Soul and GA. It doesn't matter. Nuke is going off again. There's a meltdown. There's a crash on the ground. And G2 are dumbfound. BDS moved to match point with a clean 2-0 start. When fate is in their hands for Worlds this year, they will not go quietly into that night.
Given the pressure that G2 have gotten in the bot side of the map, and this is definitely the game state that G2 want to find themselves in the other game. Is Braum, he has a really rough time against Enchanter supports.
I wouldn't be surprised to see this pressure continue from Yike, though, as actually he's going to be engaged on.
They're converging. LeBron flashes for this because he wants that concussive blows. He's going to find it onto Yike. He takes damage, though, in the meantime, but you can see mid lane is fighting out on the back while Yike tries to kite around Hunsum, flashes out as LeBron becomes first blood. Ice goes on in and wants to go to melee range, but Caps is there first. Nuke doesn't want to fight anymore. Sheo doesn't want to fight anymore. And G2's early game off with a bang.
They had double pushing lanes. They have stronger lanes at the moment, but anyway, BDS try to... Now Yike is just going to move topside. Should be able to get these Void Grubs for himself because he knows Sheo more than likely is on this bottom side.
Caps just traded off. A constant push here from Caps as you'd expect. Good phosphorus bomb, but Satchel Charge is also doing work. There's a full commit though. The flash away is a bait to play. Caps back in and 2 kills early is what he needs.
A small blunder from Nuke. He sees the kill angle, but unfortunately for him, Yike is ready and waiting. We've seen great carry performances from him throughout the summer split.
Yeah.
And I don't think that his performance on those champions is kind of what hurt BDS's overall performance, but it was clear that he provided a role on the team when he is that tank, and it's something that just brings the whole team together. His reliable engages, his follow-up with Labrov, I think have been crucial to BDS finding themselves in position. They want to get that 6 grub buff. G2 are set to fight them though. Blade of the Ruin King secured for mid lane. Iceborne Gauntlet as well.
Already started. The arrow kicks us off. It's into the Brom, but he blocks the damage. The counter engage from Sheo is there. Now for the Seraphine ult, we sing a song, but it's into Labrov. Again, Caps wants the kill on him, so he jumps on in, but Labrov, with his final breath, baits him through. Ice gets over the wall and starts battering away. Caps lucky to be alive, as well as we got blinking health bars, but Hunsum is now controlling the fight. He dodges the Mystic shot from Ice. He dodges the rest of the fight from BDS, and G2 dodge themselves what feels like a point of power as they win this fight, equalizing 7-0.
It's a 4-0 fight in favor of G2. It may even turn to 5 as Broken Blade has found Adam, the shield, the Braum,
the flash. Adam close to dying himself, but he presses W. Labrov gets the kill. It's 1 finally for BDS. Brazil can be happy to be...
So much damage. And with that spike also secured for Caps, it just went their way.
Sheo in trouble. Redemption's coming down, but Caps is in. He's feeling himself this game, and G2 finally signs of life in this series. Hunsum flies through as well, and Nuke gets slowed down, has to flash away again. Dragon will be theirs, and last game was
nothing
close.
BDS can do. G2 consistently showing up and finding those moments to pick them off. They thought it was going to be a trade before the Rift Herald on topside, but G2 just going to take Dragon.
Reliant on G2 either making mistakes or BDS being like very clean and crisp on their execution.
Like this, maybe Undertow comes through. Yike is behind him though, so I don't know if Adam can really 1v2. He sees him and says, nope, I'm getting out of there. The rocket jump is there. Here comes a Redemption on top of that. Caps back up the full TP as well. Sheo also brought in the Thunder. A double factor on G2, but they're still so good in this fight. You can see Broken Blade zones them off, sends them packing. Labrov over the wall, helps out for the time being. There's his ulti, is disengaged from Broken Blade, stops him in his tracks. Hunsum now ready to fly as well. Ice doesn't have much matter to contribute, and for G2, top turret was what they came for.
Caps is never alone.
No.
Yike is always in his back pocket and is just there to make sure that he can force BDS back. They will get the tower. How much more can they get though?
Big question, isn't it? Because Grubs are doing a bit of work. G2 with only 1, but it's enough to have input there. And I mean, we got to see what could be the closest fight between him and Caps in this game going on. Inner turret going to be threatened. Caps will take this by himself with the Herald, and Hunsum now pushing through mid. It's a complete map domination. And this series, I say it again, it's been so, not polarizing, that's the wrong word. There's been such a contrast.
But also, I think it's the Ash pick as well. Like, this was so crucial to finding those plays in the last game where they were just getting picks and finding moments against Caps, catching Hansama overextended. I think correctly identifying that, look,
that up in the end, but regardless, he's going to take so much more away. Sheo just has to watch this go as top side. There's TP, Adam. He went deep for Broken Blade. He's got no turret to stand on, and so he has to turn onto Caps, onto Broken Blade. It doesn't matter. Adam is struggling to live this game, and this Olaf pick has not worked out.
It certainly hasn't. He was doing well in the laning phase, but now Caps is just this uncontrollable monster. 5-0-3.
Get some objective bounty, but G2, they need to see Sheo, and Sheo is so far away.
It's double fork. This is so quick. Adam,
and
goodbye.
Adam, is he dead? The answer is yes. Redemption again. Let's heal up part 2. Electric Boogaloo.
HP dropping to about 4.5k. Sheo looking for a potential steal.
The only way to get back in the game, isn't it? Does G2 just go over for the attempt anyway, and Nuke is going to get altered, and he's dead. Broken Blade takes care of business. Hans Sama is keeping the Baron well entertained as Sheo gets exploded. G2 back in form in this series. This is still rounding out as clean
They're
as
now
you'd
setting
like.
their sights on BDS's base.
There's very little that BDS can really do. Bottom tower going to go down. Nuke going to take up his regular spot. Split punish inside. Actually, going to try and come across the mid because they see Caps, but I don't really think there is much that you can do here because you've got several members of BDS on top side, so they just lose the inhibitor.
Broken Blade under turret cares not. I mean, look at the shielding. He walks through, walks back in. He's like, hang on a minute. We're still fine. He paints turret for the whole transaction. Inhib drops with a 2, and BDS just don't know what to do. As Betty has already said, it does feel like their options have been limited. We've gone from game 1 where BDS can chill and let their comp do the talking to game 3. It's like getting a fully well done steak when you ordered medium rare. You're not going to eat it. You're just going to go home.
I mean, it very likely looks like a game for Hans Sama. Gets very low, but he's back up nice and healthy. The Cassante sets up the play. That's one member gone. 27 minutes in, G2's looking to bring us to game 4.
It's 12-1, it's 3 dragons to 0. It is a gold lead unsurmountable. It is G2 who've risen to the occasion, woken up to the series, and finally we get to see the power of these individual members. Cap spaces are back, and BDS in this game have been shut up. We got a series on our hands.
Go for the early void grubs, but it's just become less of a thing because you just become very predictable as a team then, and teams can figure out how to play against you. And oftentimes it had been a case of, oh, well, we're going for a
standing match.
Yeah, the standing match.
That was the cha-cha slide. Now, Cassante solo kills here because it's Cassante. Why? You may ask, as Equalizer's there. He ulties over it. Broken Blade in trouble, though. Over the Equalizer! It's a solo kill. Never, ever listen to me again. That first block.
I feel like BDS could contest this, but I guess because Nuke still has to catch the mid wave and Ezreal can't really get involved right now, they don't want to take the risk. They'll be happy conceding it. It's not the end of the world. Not a big deal.
To the bot side, whereas Broken Blade hasn't. So now he's just spotted now on that ward. G2 immediately move away, but bot tower and trade.
It's indeed gone.
I really think that G2...
When I think LEC, when I thought EU LCS, I thought G2. And bit of Fnatic. But Dragon's up. That's what's more important. Third Dragon here. TP coming in. Daggies. Set me up as Arrow comes through. Never mind. Double TP. Smolder's mum finds the rift. There's an engaged depth charge as well. Equalizer comes out as Sheo's ulti is a little behind. Hansama untouched as Mickey gets low. Massive rocket from Nuke, but Dragon resets. Still an option there for BDS.
Here in game 4, Hansama regaining his confidence. BDS looking to contest this.
Hansama regaining his position, or should I say Mickey is, as the Hexgate Rift makes things fast. Broken Blade with a big pick share. Re-engages as Hans gets poked on out eyes. The position is huge! He re-engages, LeBron gets the 3-man knockup. Wait, BDS have woken up a little bit as Broken Blade gets tagged down, but Nuke is free firing. He's got an ace machine, and Caps ain't gonna be clean. BDS chased down. There's the Valkyrie forward. G2 running for their life as Nuke makes it a hard battle. They get the Dragon afterwards.
You can see how difficult it is to lock people down. They need the Ash Arrow to land. They need to have that Norless ultimate follow through. They need a good Zyra ultimate. But if those things are gone, then what real way is the G2 down? But at any point, we feel that a single fight could swing the momentum of the whole game.
True.
Because Baron is now on the cards.
I like that BDS is whispering. He's telling me that something's about to go down, but he doesn't want to wake the neighbors. Right now, G2 are going to start building up Rampage. They're onto the Dragon, and they don't care if they make noise. BDS walking in, the Dragon already gone. It's 2 apiece. BDS think about their position in this fight, but they don't pull any.
There's the potential for flank TPs from both Nuke and Adam, should they so see it. Cap saying, you know what, screw it, we'll concede all control over the bot side of the map. I'll trade this for another tower. Level 16
Dragon, because Hextech Soul is just so incredibly powerful, but they did draw Nuke because BDS up.
Mickey flash forward. It's from flash for flash. Step charges there. Dredge line arrow as well. The follow through, but where's the follow-up damage? The ulti all burn. Nuke is about to die, but he takes a while. A 1-for-1 trade is in the meantime. Ice has to get out of there. Broken Blade is charged in. Lebrov almost burning down. What a pick. Mickey sets it up, and Nuke is down for 45.
The return damage from Nuke was so devastating, but it wasn't quite enough. After the arrival of Broken Blade, he's able to secure that kill, get that shutdown, and this will put G2 on soul point. So much of the damage now gone for BDS.
Question marks on Mickey's Nautilus, and he comes up clutch there. Now Caps trying to put pressure on mid. Lebrov is back.
Sticking around for this. There's still good damage from the Ezreal. Caps flies away and gets a turret in the end as well. You can see that execute threshold still scares BDS enough when available. I think we've got a timer on it as well. G2 run on in, and BDS are trying to flip this game, give themselves a match point to remember. Mickey jumps on in, the zone control huge from Cheo. They go for the Baron, they take it down, while Lebrov sacrifices his life, and Mickey has to get zoned away. Almost dies to Ice as 4 Barons up and available. Count it down as BDS run for their lives. The Smolder Mum gets some damage down as Ice is in the front line, but Arcane shifts away. G2 can't get any more kills. 4 Barons for the big BDS power play.
BDS with a great read of the map. They recognize that Caps doesn't have the HP to stick on.
Ultimate as well, just making it so difficult to control that area.
Arrow. Lebrov caught out. Lebrov having to ult. Lebrov might now have to flash. The grasping roots predicts it, but he waits. He gets out from the wild growth as well, but the burn, the execute. Lebrov backing where he had no business being, and G2 used that experience.
There's a potential here where Lebrov just shouldn't have flashed. Should have just accepted his death.
Adam in. I mean, he's got a shield. He feels comfortable, but for how long? Equalizer down, but you have no support. Engage. Caught out. 2 picks against BDS. And now Broken Blade brings himself into 3. A triple knockback. A disengaging ult. G2. There's blood in the water. And BDS are caught napping. Now Lebrov's back on in, but you've lost your mid lane carry. Ice has to get out. Lebrov's dead again. And BDS, the curse keeps on going. 1 by 1, they roll into G2, and 1 by 1, they're stomped.
A game where focus was at its highest, where both teams recognized how much was on the line, results in a lapse of judgment from BDS. As 4 members, they tried to contest the space that they weren't allowed to contest.
Topside, creating pressure on the map that BDS have to respond to, have to do something to contest.
Look at Broken Blade, he just walks up with no fear.
Oh, the flash stretch line arrow goes into Lebrov. It's an okay start, you'd say, but G2 with the Hextech Soul are right on these frontline carries. Nature's Grasp rolls in though as Nuke gets hooked on in, poked down, and hit around. There in the back line, Eyes goes sky high as Lebrov goes down low, but BDS too slow. G2 with another fight, and this time they're going to open up the base. G2 have scaled too well.
For a reason. They are not a team that will go quietly into the night. They will fight with everything that they've got. And BDS, those tiny mistakes have resulted in disaster. Broken Blade is truly unstoppable as he looks for another fight.
Casante is only the start of it as well. Every time BDS go in now, G2 pick them apart. Arrow misses Adam, but that mid lane turret is going to die regardless with the Baron buff as well. BDS, I've talked about rabbits in hats so many times.
That fight walked up menacingly and stood there and said, what are you going to do? And they didn't even get through a quarter of his health bar. He just was there the entire time, and there's nothing that BDS can do.
And you can say the pressure's getting to them. I just watched that fight of Ice hitting 1 Q out of 7. Like, it really shows the game state. It shows you how BDS, again, another game 5. Another BO5. A date with destiny, it feels like, as G2 carrying Mad Lions on their back to Worlds as well. BDS, their own run, in danger now as well after what started.
This is dire straits for them now.
Sheo on the angle, throws out the ultimate. Looking to try and buy a bit of space. I don't really see how an engage can happen here, but Broken Blade will not be perturbed.
Well, the arrow makes it so. Sheo is meant to be the tank here, but away he goes. Hans Summer with another. BDS have to deflect, reflect, leave, and think about what's next in a game 5, because Broken Blade is unkillable and this turret and Inhibitor are next to go.
The tower will quickly fall and Inhibitor short to follow. The hook connects from Mickey.
There's a will, there's a way. That's what I've learned about G2 here today. They run in, they stop BDS in their tracks. Lebrov has to leave once again in front of the Nexus turrets. They've got a date with Destiny once more.
There's nothing that BDS can do. They just have to watch as their base falls apart. G2 continue to fish for hooks. They continue to look for picks. Sheo alive in 8 seconds, but even if he's here, I don't know if he can stop this.
Nexus turrets are melting like butter with Broken Blade having a demolition. Now Mum to fly through. They have to flash away, but a bare Nexus with the Nature's Grasp. G2 deflect once more, but then go back on the counter-attack. Good flips away as the minions are coming in. Dredgeline catches 2, and Caps is now cleaning up. From a 2-0 start to BDS to now Silver Scrate. Place Mickey is deep, as you said. They could be thinking we can collapse on this.
7 seconds.
Hans Summer is going to be the collapse instead. He's walking into Brush. Lebrov with a W. Where's the cooldown? 1 more second. But G2 are counter collapsing. Lockdown onto Nuke, the level 1 in game number 5. We brawl. Adam is at half HP already as Cap jumps in with Rocket Jump and gets his flash away. Sheo is running for his life as G2 are winning out with Lebrov healing as well. 2 summoners in the early game. G2 spent none.
Just a couple more to Mickey, because I think a couple more of those Mystic shots would have spelled disaster for him, but we'll be able to hold on to those summoner spells. Will be the push as level 2 now hits. Mickey!
Oh, Mickey! Engage and getting the lockdown from a bad start to now a great fall. First blood, and Mickey's back.
Confidence and conviction. Talked about it, Doctor. Early Dragon priority going to be the secure for G2. Level 6 are starting to come through, which means that with these ultimates available...
These hooks, like, in this game, are so close.
Where is this Mickey been?
Into this series being a bit wary of Yike, I think. Not only from season finals, the end of summer as well. We're thinking what forms is going to be, and Arrow pauses me and hits! Nuke locked! Caps flash! Nuke dead! That Arrow, these actions, unreal.
I mean...
Sheo unfortunately hasn't been able to cover too much, and Mickey is just in their face. Dragon being taken. Lebrov, you're right, it tries to get predicted by Mickey as he waits out the cooldown. True Shot Barrage for the steal, but it's a smite down from Yike. 2 dragons for G2 in the early game.
It looked like he went for a few more creeps. I wonder if he was close to the Blade of the Ranking upgrades.
Yike looking to contest though. This might be bad for him, but it's not enough.
Hello.
He's fully committing, but the blast cone's taken. He's ended up in Narnia. Depth charge, lock up, lock down. Caps here for the TP, and Sheo gets the kill over. Call an ambulance, but it ain't for Yike.
Talked about how they have a solid front line. There's no easy feat to break through once they get that animization. What's important is that they're able to control the bleeding as much as they can, and this is not good for controlling that bleeding.
It's not. He's got to get out. He needs help, but he's dead. How many times this series have we seen Lebrov die for deep vision?
Oh, they're going to give the Herald to him as well, as they often do, so that he can be a split push menace, because we've come to learn that they don't use...
be the Archangels for better dueling, and Cap's already there at his second item. Cap's got a bounty again, and while CS is even, there's so much gold, just keeps going over to this Tristana with 4 grubs. They just got Dragon.
Twice they've been reverse swept by Fnatic, once by Mad Lions, and now potentially by G2, because this is not with those 2 items now completed, but it's so difficult to get into these fights. Dragon has spawned. Can they maybe find a moment before the TP from Caps?
BDS are walking in, the engages there onto Mickey. He interrupts. He's the target as the arrow is mainly used for disengage. The depth charge as well. Good ultis burned out at G2 for BDS. The start of the fight ain't so bad as Broken Blade is now teleported in, or rather run in with his Ghost. He's going to try and stop, but at half HP, he's in a bit of danger too. BDS trying to use that health bar advantage as Dragon starts.
The poke from Ice continues to be ruthless. He's connecting Q after Q. The ultimate follows through, and G2, they're going to have to disengage. They find a moment of reprieve as they're able to deny the soul, get a bounty. Unfortunately, G2 set their sights on the mid-tier 2.
Yeah, Caps going to be able to take that, but it was Caps who was a little bit late to the party, hadn't TP'd back in, wanted to reset before he did. Now, oh, Adam, wait a
is
sec.
just running in. G2 with a massive turn. Adam caught out and flashes away. Maximum dosage launches Caps, jumps in as well. Ice in trouble, in danger. BDS lured in. It's a nature scrap from Shea, but in the back line they've already lost Ice. They're looking for Caps, but Lebrov can't do it. BDS, they're fading, they're falling. The reverse sweep is crawling, and I really do think BDS are indeed cursed.
BDS fans are bawling as they look at their screens. An ace for G2. And with that, it feels like once more G2 will find their way to Munich.
They're gonna take the inhibitor. The death timers, we're only 24 minutes in. BDS don't have a kill. BDS don't have a
From
tap.
ear to ear. You know, they're looking at a world spot yet again as G2 start the Baron, and BDS off on the edge here. We're only going to find out now. Sheo needs that said miracle dag to ask, but will we receive? Chains in, Sheo disengaged. Mickey sacrifices his life, but Baron goes down to Yike as close as that. No.
The red buff now being contested. I don't think that red buff belongs to you, BDS.
Mickey thinking about a Hex Flash over the wall. Ghost has popped Broken Blade's there. Dredge line into Adam, and he ain't as tanky as he feels as Arrow will fly short, but the Brand ult will not. Petrifying Gaze though from Nuke gives options, but flash away from Han. Sama keeps him alive. Nuke's Cassiopeia, while it looked great in the draft, hasn't been able to play the game.
He ends up falling, Lebrov ends up falling. The wall that was BDS's top side has crumbled, and now with the Baron buff, G2 set their sights on the second inhibitor and maybe even the game.
I mean, now the death timers are long enough. Inhibitor's going to start it off. I mean, BDS were given this window of hope, and G2 are quick to close it as the engage comes from Sheo. G2 battle down a Nexus turret to lock BDS out of Munich, of season finals, and out of Worlds. They're paving a road, and G2, nobody will get in their way as they lock in their place at Munich. And once